What about music libraries? Is it worth the time and effort? Yes. If you find the right music library, it is worth the time and effort, and you need to submit to it. And that's what it is, guys. You got to realize, again, you're putting your product out there, guys. It's like distributing your product, or let's say you create your own Coca-Cola, your own form of Coke, right? All right. So the more you get your Coke or your version of soda into the stores, the more sales you'll make. But it's not guaranteed that because I put my soda in that store that people are going to buy it. And that's how you have to look at it. You know what I mean? So don't go into a situation thinking that I'm going to send my music to said library and I'm going to automatically get placement. It works the same way with us, guys. We hear all of you guys' music. That don't mean our clients are going to like all of your tracks. You know what I mean? But it's definitely worth doing it. There was another question that was a great question I think you guys want to know about. Okay, how do you redefine yourself as an artist? I blew up too big, too fast. I burnt out. Now I am wanting to go back. So how to redefine and remarket? I know it's a big question. No, it's not. It's not really a big question because I think the answer is within inside what you're saying. It's one of the things that I'm working with an artist right now that we want to release, right? And he had the momentum, he had opportunity, he didn't know how to capitalize off of it. He blew up real quick, didn't have the right people in his corner, so he wasn't able to monetize it the proper way. So now it's like, go back here and redefine yourself and make this happen. And so once I told him what to do, he's been on it and he's seeing that progress. The redefining of yourself is based on America's standards. Now let me say this, and I'm gonna hurt some people's feelings. You have to redefine yourself based on the simple aspect that we are some sensitive ass people right now. Everyone is so goddamn sensitive. You can't fart in public without someone like, oh my God, it's so nasty. He didn't have any sin, you know, he didn't have any thoughts about other people's noses, and like, come on, man, get out of here. So you're redefining yourself on a new world. And that's the reality that you have to base it on. We're redefining ourselves based on our new world, this new dimension, this new place that we live in. And so your redefinition of yourself has to be your truth first and foremost. It has to be who you truly are. Okay? Don't go into this whining. Don't be a crier. When I'm talking about sharing your life and the reality of it, don't go in there whining. Don't be complaining about your situation and how effed up it is and all that, because that's life. No one wants to hear that shit. That's all of us. But redefine yourself in a way that says, I am coming back from this burnt out situation I was in. I didn't understand. And the thing that we have as adults, anyone on here that's an adult knows one simple thing. What we do when we're younger don't define who we are as adults. I've done the craziest shit when I was young, 15, 16, 20, 25, 30. It only defined who I am now. It allowed me to be this person right now that's sharing with you. The selfish me back in the days, I wouldn't have did this. I'd have been thinking about how much it was hurting my business because that's how people think today. So redefine yourself based on your truths. Do not redefine yourself based on your hurts. Share your hurts. Live your truth. Live your truth. Let the world see who I am. This is what I did. No, I'm not perfect. All the different things. However, let that be what your music reflects. See, that's what people don't get. What people are not understanding about music is when you have the Taylor Swifts and the Beyonce and they're going through all this shit. Look at what Beyonce did. This is so ingenious. And I think that sometimes I think these be setups. I really do. She created an album called Lemonade, and coincidentally with Lemonade came all of the other shit that just happened to match up with an album that was created before the news got out about Jay's cheating and Solange and him fighting. You understand what I'm saying? The music was reflecting her life. However, the music happened before any of this happened. So that's why I thought it was a setup. But it's the point that I was trying to make, that the music defines our experiences. And when we as songwriters write for artists, when we sit down and we write for a Britney Spears or a Taylor Swift or a Beyonce, what we do is we do our research. We find out what they went through in the last 4 or 5 months that the public was able to read or that was publicly known, and then we write the music based on that. You have to redefine yourself based on that principle. Who am I? What have I went through? What have I gone through? And let that music reflect that, because people are going to relate to that. People are going to say, I get that portion, which is why your music has to be your truth. Because when you put it out there and you define it and you write it, people can relate to that. Recreating yourself. We all go through from your young age to your middle age to your old age. We all go through a point that we redefine ourselves through some kind of tragedy, through some kind of development. We all redefine ourselves. We have to recreate ourselves, and that's all you have to do. Find yourself, who you are, what your strengths are, where you want to define and show, because a lot of that is put inside of music as well. And remember that